Pete Mergens is always terrific. How you doing, Pete?
I am doing good, Gordy. Thank you for that.
Yeah, fantastic. I know you got the big show coming up.
Yeah, we're very excited about the Home and Garden Show here in Northfield, and we're going to talk a little bit about it today.
Yeah, you're one of the major sponsors, right?
Well, funny you should mention that. I think I am.
Yeah. And it's a perfect tie-in because you sell homes.
We do. We sell homes, and we're excited about the spring and what it brings. Hopefully a lot of new homes to the marketplace.
Spring is just about to pop.
Boy, you sure have to hope it is, don't you?
52 today.
That's what they're saying, 52 degrees, but, it's still pretty snowy out there. Still a lot of snowbanks out there.
You're still looking for homes because of the market, right?
We are, yep. We're at a real deficiency for inventory right now, so absolutely it's an excellent time to list your home.
And it doesn't matter what market we're talking.
It doesn't. Across the board, it's a good time to list right now.
So what are you going to be doing at the home show?
Well, actually, one of the things we do at the home show is we have a event that we sponsor called Heroes for Education. And so I think this is our 5th year doing this, but we challenged kindergartners through 5th graders in our school district to draw their teacher at work and submit that to us.
Could have been dangerous when I was a kid.
Oh, boy, it's fun. We get some great drawings. But at the show, people who are at the show have the opportunity to vote on their best drawing, and whoever gets the most votes, we donate $500 to that child's classroom to be used in that classroom.
You have to hope that the kid likes the teacher.
Well, we see some really great drawings, and I'm not kidding. It's amazing what happens to the eyes of these kids. So it's fun to see the drawings that come into us. We usually see maybe anywhere from 50 to 80 drawings returned to us, and so we get a lot of really good things submitted.
Yeah, awesome. You judge those yourself?
No, the people at the show, the people that come to the show, who are given an opportunity to stand in front of a large wall of all these drawings and choose which drawing they feel is the best, and then whoever has the most votes for that child wins the $500 for their classroom.
Okay, so Todd and I can vote on it.
You bet. Come on down and vote.
When is the show?
The show is April 7th.
Ooh, that's
from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yep.
Next weekend.
Week from Saturday. So very, very good show that the Chamber puts on, and we're proud to be one of the sponsors of it.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. We'll let Todd give us a few more specifics about the Home and Garden Show. And you brought a guest today, Todd.
And I did bring a guest today, and and his name is Todd, so it's really easy. I can't forget it. So I will say, Pete, Mr. B up at St. Dominic's is probably the best physical education teacher. I'm wondering if we need to get some drawings for Mr. B there to see if he could get $500 in new physical education equipment. So maybe I'll have to talk to Mr. B later today and see what's going on with that. So, but anyway, yes, Home and Garden Show, Lifestyle, Health, and Leisure, Saturday, April 7th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Northfield Ice Arena, and we've got over 40 vendors right now that are going to be participating in the show, and so we're very, very excited. So, and again, show is presented by Professional Pride Realty, and so I have to say a special thanks to Pete. He's stepped up to the plate for many years now and sponsored that show, and it is what it is because of businesses and like Pete. So I really appreciate Professional Pride.
Yeah, it gets better every year, right?
It does get better every year. It's a nice show. It gives people the opportunity, I think, in a more casual setting to be able to ask questions, get some ideas, kind of kick the tires, talk to these vendors. Some of these projects, if you're building a new home or you're doing a remodel project, can cost anywhere to tens of, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so it's nice to be able to to meet the vendors, meet them individually, talk a little bit, and see if you get a comfort level so that when you're spending those type of dollars, that you feel that you've gotten somebody that's going to be able to do the work and understands what your needs are. And the nice thing about this show, obviously, is it's really all local vendors here in town. And so, again, another way of keeping those dollars local and supporting, the businesses that then turn around and put those dollars right back into the community again.
I'm going to guess that most booths have some giveaways.
You know what? We leave that up to the individual vendors if they want to do a giveaway or not. I think in the old days we would extract gifts from everybody and have lots of drawings, but we just found that people are not coming to the show at 9 a.m. and staying till 3 p.m. and it's much easier if the vendor's able to collect those names, be able to give out the gift if they have one, and really make that one-on-one connection. And so hopefully they're getting people who are really interested in their product or service rather than just a mass amount of drawing, mass amount of names, and then we're giving away prizes that may not necessarily be what that individual's looking for and what the vendor's looking for as well.
Is this a fundraiser for the Chamber?
It does raise some funds for the Chamber. The nice thing about this show is it's almost a mini membership drive for us. We have 8 new members this year that have joined the Chamber and are participating in the show, and so we're always excited about that. But it also offers us the opportunity to offer some of our members a real benefit of being part of the Chamber. There isn't another organization out there that does a show like this here in town, and I know in other communities that the Chamber may be doing a show, and there may be somebody else that's trying to do another home and garden show as well. And I just always want to tell people, they're doing that as a business. They're making money. But that money isn't staying local, and here with the Chamber, if we raise money off this, it helps pay for our staff, keeping the lights on, and doing the things that we continue to do. So we're not making we don't make an exorbitant profit off of this, but through additional new memberships and some additional dollars that are raised, we're able to continue to do the good things that we are able to do throughout the year.
Again, this is at the Northfield Ice Arena. How many booths do you have?
We have right now 40 booths and vendors, and I've got a couple booths that are sitting empty right now still. So if there's someone that's interested in wanting to be in this show, last year we had approximately 800 people come through the show, and so we're always hoping that number increases every year, but it's again, maybe more of a casual atmosphere. It gives the vendors time to really talk to each individual person that's walking through. The shows that have 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 people that come through in a day, that number sounds impressive, but how many people do you really actually have the time to sit and talk with?
Right.
And so I think this is a little bit nicer from that aspect of it, but obviously we're always looking for more people. So, and it's kind of weather related. If it's, whether it's a nice day or it's, whether the snow's flying next Saturday. Like I think it's supposed to be flying this Saturday. So,
really?
It really depends, how nice it is out there. If people want to get out and that sort of thing. I think the one thing that does help us is as Pete talks about, there's still lots of snow banks on the ground. And so, you can't really get out and start raking and working in your yard right now. So this still gives you the opportunity time, and it gives our vendors are not out looking at on their jobs right now as well. So it gives them the opportunity to talk. So I'm really looking forward to that.
But people can't wait for spring to pop. So I think there's a lot of pent up excitement about spring, and your show may be perfectly timed in that respect.
Well, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it's the final day where all the snow melts and the weather finally kicks in on that Sunday, and golf courses can open up, and we can start doing all those things that we want to do this spring. So one of my vendors here is with us today, Todd Anderson with Dick Sanitation. So I'd like to Todd to talk a little bit about what they do numerous shows throughout the the metro area, but why this one maybe is a little bit more special, or what they find or what they're looking for to get out of the show for the day. Todd, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Todd. Thank you, Pete. Gordy, I believe.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Todd with Dick Sanitation. This is I believe, our fourth year we've been participating, third or fourth year participating in the Home and Garden Show down here in Northfield. As Mr. Todd Bornhauser had mentioned, we do participate in quite a few shows around the area. And the unique thing about the Home and Garden Show in Northfield is the vendors, the sponsors, and everybody that comes in. As Mr. Bornhauser, Todd mentioned, the show does lack a little bit of people visiting. I will mention that. So we really invite people from Northfield and the surrounding community to come out and enjoy this great show and visit with the local businesses. Dick Sanitation has been down in Northfield and part of the community now for about 6 years, and a fantastic community, working with Bornhauser, trying to build up the chamber. I am one of the board members currently. I appreciate that, Todd, for inviting me on the board. Working with Pete and other community members down here, it is. This show has grown over the last, 3-4 years. Vendors are coming in. We really enjoy being here because, as Todd mentioned, you get that personal touch. You don't have the 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, which would be great to come through, but the 100 to 300 people that do come through, you do get to sit and talk to individuals and communicate with them and actually connect and talk to them and see what they are looking for from the chamber.
Are you going to have a free dumpster sign up or something in your...
Well, we're kind of debating if we... what we're going to do.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of putting Todd in a dumpster and maybe doing like a ball toss and dropping him into a barrel of trash or something, but I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. There is some ideas coming out, but you're gonna have to come to the show to find out what we're gonna do.
There you go. Now you're based in Lakeville, right?
Yes, we are based out of Lakeville. We are a small family-owned company, and the owners, Dick and Marianne, I want to reach out and say thank you for letting me do what I do best, and that's talk trash a little bit here.
I knew that was coming.
No trash talking intended there, but it's a company that's been around. Dick Sanitation has been here for 52 years. We just celebrated back in 2016 our 50-year anniversary. It is, again, it's a local company, family-owned. We really appreciate the community down here and what the community has done to reach out and work with us. And the people from chamber to the residents to city council and everything have been fantastic to work with.
You know how long you've been in Northfield?
I believe this is our 5th or 6th year now. We are working with the city right now. Next year, I do believe there's bids coming out. I'm not 100% sure what's going on.
So you're the only hauler in Northfield.
We do the residential side of Northfield. We do the trash and the recycling down here. We do commercial service, and that's kind of what my job is. I deal more on the commercial side, working with the businesses down here in Northfield and dealing with them. But Dick Sanitation is the residential service down here. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Lisa, you got something you want to plug here before? I'm going to try and see if we can't.
I do. We have lots going on this weekend. Lots of Easter egg hunts. So that's kind of fun. One of them that I want to make sure I mention is the VFW. It's the 72nd annual Easter egg hunt. So they've been putting this Easter egg hunt on since 1946. That's a long time. It's happening at St. Olaf's College on the base of Old Main Hill, right off of Lincoln Street. And it starts at 9 a.m. sharp. And they have all kinds of divisions for different kids. You're just supposed to bring your own basket and show up there a little bit before 9, and you will be raring to go. It'll be pretty cute.
They have the over 40 bracket?
They don't have an over 40 bracket, I'm sorry.
I want a bump.
There's also one at there's the Easter Bunny will be visiting Cub Foods from 10 to 4 on Saturday, so that's kind of fun. And then lots of the local churches have different Easter egg hunts. So St. John's Lutheran in Northfield starts at 9:30 on Saturday. The United Methodist Church off of Maple Street has one on Sunday at 10:15. And then if you're over in Dundas, there is one at Dundas Memorial Park on Saturday at 10 a.m. And a couple more to talk about. St. Dominic's School isn't having one this weekend, but if you're not able to participate this weekend, or if you're an Easter egg hunt lover, you can do them 2 weekends in a row. So St. D's is having theirs on April 7th. So before you come to our Home and Garden Show, go hunt some Easter eggs, and then you can come to the Home and Garden Show right afterwards. So that starts at 10. And then there is also one on Sunday on April 1st from 9 a.m. to 10:30 at the high school in Northfield. So there's lots of opportunities to see the bunny and get candy if that's what you're looking for.
So that's Easter Sunday?
Yes, and these are all free and open to the public. So if you are looking to get your littles out there to have some fun, I would highly suggest checking those out. And the complete list is on the website, visitingnorthfield.com, and just search for Easter egg hunts. You'll find it.
Cool. Is that a new website?
It's an award-winning website. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So, yes, at the most recent Explore Minnesota Tourism Conference, we were awarded a Excellence in Marketing Award for our redevelopment of our website. Our website developer is Josh Elwood from the Fox Designs right out of Faribault.
Oh, cool.
So he's a phenomenal designer. I highly recommend him. Super easy to work with. Really positive guy. I can't say anything bad about him. Every time I have a question or just need a little help, I email him. He emails me back immediately. So he's fantastic. So if you're looking for a new website, call Josh.
Sounds like it. I'm going to take a little break here, and then we'll come back, John, and visit more.
Professional Pride Realty of Northfield would love to serve you. The team at Professional Pride Realty understands buying or selling a home is a major life event. It specializes in, but is not limited to, residential real estate. Locally owned, Professional Pride serves the community in and around Northfield. Just like the name says, they take professional pride in everything they do. The website, ProfessionalPrideRealty.com, includes not only pictures of some awesome properties, but other helpful tools to make a home buying or selling experience an enjoyable one. Professional Pride Realty, Northfield.
All right, we're at Professional Pride Realty here in Northfield, just off Highway 3. Pete Bergens, of course, is the owner of Professional Pride Realty, and they do a super job. And I know you've got a subdivision that you're building up in Dundas that you probably want to plug, right?
Yeah, we do. We have Cannon River Valley Estates, which is a 55 and older subdivision that we're just opening up here this spring. They're single-family homes on quarter-acre plus size lots, but it's under an association to do all of your snow removal and lawn care. But it's on the Cannon River Bluff right in Dundas, and it is beautiful. So the first home will be going in the ground, in fact, in the month of April, and we're taking lot reservations as we speak. So it's pretty exciting. It's something that we are sorely lacking in our community right now, being recognized as the #1 retirement community in Minnesota in so many different publications, yet we don't have the inventory to fulfill those needs. So this is a perfect project for what is needed here in town.
Yeah, the timing is awesome, too, with all those publications announcing that Northfield was the place to retire.
Yeah, yes, indeed. We thank them for that, but it's been kind of frustrating the last couple of years because, as I said, we just haven't had a lot of inventory in general, and in the retirees that were coming here, we really had no products for them. So this is it's a really good thing. We're filling a need, and we have a lot of needs here in terms of products. So this is just the start of hopefully some really good things.
All right. Sounds fantastic. How do people get in contact with you if they want to get a lot?
Well, they can call us here at the main office, 507-663-1100.
507-663-1100. That's pretty easy to remember.
Yep, very easy.
You're in tune to KDHLAM, Faribault, Minnesota. John, you mind if we run over a tad because we got in a little late?
You can do that.
Can we do that?
You can do that.
Awesome. I like the way you think, John. So anyway, we had some technical woes getting on, so we're going to run over just a tad because I don't want to, cheat you out of 5 minutes or anything.
Well, we appreciate you do such a great job with our show, and appreciate everything you do for us, Gordy.
Well, it's great to come here. I love it. This is like a second home.
It does get a little hot here when that sun is beating through those big conference room windows. But
it certainly does.
Well, maybe we should let Mr. Bornhauser tell us a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Well, I'm always open for a quality bakery, chocolate.
I brought some donuts.
Covered donuts. That is actually the best. I just quickly again the Home and Garden Show presented by Professional Pride Realty on Saturday, April 7th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Northfield Ice Arena. And we'd also like to take a shout out to our center ice sponsor, which is Apple Chevrolet Buick Northfield. I know Justin Olson was going to try to get out here, but this morning, but I think he probably got stuck selling a car or two. We also have a couple premier sponsors, Service Master by Hyatt, and then Johnson Reeland, Builders and Remodelers. And I think Johnson Reeland is out of Faribault, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And then we've got home sponsors, Remax Advantage Plus, Mary Jo Winter. We got Sikora Asphalt and Paving, Stripes Heating and Cooling, Healthy Focus, and Northfield Retirement Community. So it's all of those sponsors that help make this show a great success. And then again, we'll give one last comment for our one of our vendors, Todd Anderson with Dick Sanitation. Todd, do you get people to come up and talk about their local trash service and what, if they're having problems or issues?
Well, we don't have any problems or issues with it. We're always picking up, and we're in the service industry. But a lot of people come and talk to us about is recycling. What can be recycled, what can't be recycled. In today's era and people wanting to be a little bit greener, we do. We get into some deep discussions about what plastic can be recycled. What is it? What number can be recycled? If you ever look in the bottom of your recycling, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do take all that plastics in your recycling. The biggest thing is what we can't take, brake rotors. A lot of people throw brake rotors in there. The other couple things we've seen come through is, believe it or not, guns. People do recycle guns. We see a lot of scooters, the little Razor scooters. So it's more, we're working on educating people of what can be recycled and what can't be recycled. So that's the biggest thing. You brought up service complaints. We really don't have that. We are a service-oriented business. So we want to sit and talk about recycling. That's moving forward. I mean, recycling is what's going to be when it's moving forward. So that's what we're looking at.
So does Northfield have a cleanup day? Clean up the community type day?
Yes, they do. I don't know the date off the top of my head, but I'll have it out on the chamber website if not, and it's out on the city website also, the City of Northfield's website. I believe that's coming up the week after Easter, but don't quote me on that. Is that what it is? Okay, but we'll have it out. We'll put it out on the chamber website, and first 2 weeks in May is what Pete was saying, but we'll put it out. It is out on the Northfield Chamber or the Northfield City website, and we'll work with Todd too and see if we can get it out on the chamber website.
The reason I brought that up, I was at Faribault City Council meeting last night, and they were talking about having a cleanup day, and hadn't been done in many years, and they mentioned other communities in the area do it, so that's why I brought that up.
Yeah, I've dropped a few things off over the years at the day at the City Hall. So.
Is the Home and Garden Show free?
Home and Garden Show is actually free. Free attendance, free parking. So
can't beat that.
Can't beat that. No, great ideas, and it won't cost you a penny.
I don't know what more to say. That's awesome. Pete, thanks again for having us.
My pleasure, Gordy. Thank you so much. Another great show.
Yeah, well, it's not me. It's the guest. It's always the guest.
Oh, go on. It's you.
No. I'm going to jump on a jet plane and get out of here.
Well, I wouldn't blame you for that.
For a little over a week. So we'll see you hopefully in a couple of weeks.
Sounds good.
Thanks again. Again, that concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota. Thanks for letting me run over a tad there, John.